Hello, this is my first attempt to show how I've dealt with trying to email parents at home in the most efficient way I possibly can at the moment. I haven't found a better way yet. Some of you might find this useful. I'm going to be using Microsoft Word and Microsoft Excel and the mail merge function of Microsoft Word to try to generate multiple letters to a certain number of students so that I don't have to type each letter individually. And I'm going to show you how I set it up so that I can email these parents individually as efficiently as possible. So the first file I have up on my screen here would be a file that I could produce either in a spreadsheet or Microsoft Word with a table that would have the student's name in one column, the parent's name in the second column if it's available, the parent's email, and perhaps a phone number if we really wanted one. These are all fake, obviously, values here so that I'm not divulging any information that I shouldn't be. You'd have to probably send a letter home at the beginning of the year to get the parents' emails, depending on how accurate the system is within your school or within your board for having that information. But once you have it, then you can go ahead and use the technique I'm about to show you. So what you would do is actually, like I said, you could do this in Microsoft Excel. I usually like to do it in a Word program first, just to organize myself. But then you would actually or either copy or whatever you want to do, bring the information into an Excel file like this. We actually don't need this part here anymore. And as you can see, I actually have within this Excel file, I have titles at the top for each column. So we have the last name of the student, the first name of the student, whatever the test mark was that I'd like to communicate home about, whatever the subject is for the email itself, and I'll explain why that's important to have in a minute, what the emails for the parents are, and any comment that I might want to include with that email for each individual student, and that comment could be different for each student. So just realize that these test marks are a little low for all of these students, and make one a little bit higher. All right, so that would be the Excel file. And at this point, what we would do is we'd also generate just a generic letter that we'd want to send home. And anywhere you're going to have information that's going to change, such as the name of the student, as you can see here, it would be somebody's mark was something %. You're going to leave just nothing there. And what we're going to do with the mail merge is put fields there that are going to actually be filled in when we merge this document from the Excel document to the Word document. Now, you do need to know where these files are saved. I have them all saved in a parental communications folder that I have, and they're all labeled fake here because they are not real ones. So as long as you know where that is, and you can then find them easily, that's all you need to do. So the mail merge is actually done within Microsoft Word, so I'm just going to maximize this window. And you go under the Mailings tab, and under the Mailings tab, there's a Start Mail Merge button. And if you press that button, you actually get a step-by-step mail merge wizard. You can do these steps individually once you get more comfortable with this, but I like to use the mail merge wizard still, just organizes it very well. So I'm going to click on step-by-step mail merge wizard. And at this point, I would need to choose whichever one of these document types that I'll be using. I find, and you can do this for letters and a whole bunch of different things, I find for directory, for my purposes, the directory is the best one. Now there is an email messages section here, but I believe that email messages only works with Outlook Express, or Outlook I should specifically say, so that's why I don't use it. But I'm going to use the directory tab at this moment, and because I'm ready to go, I just click on starting document, Now this is the starting document. It says select starting document. Use the current document as the one we're going to do. So you can already see the way it's set up. I'm going to go to select recipients. And at this point, I'm actually going to browse to find the file, the Excel file that I've already shown you, which is this one here. So I'm going to browse to that file. Is my file under parental communication. And double click on that. And now it's asking me which of the sheets. Usually there's 3 sheets here. This document only has 2, so it's in sheet 1. And as soon as I do that, you're going to see the data source and then the last name of the students, the email, the name of the student, the test mark, the subject of the email, and the comment, right, all ready to be imported. Now you'll notice that this number is really strange, and I was going to explain that in another video. How do you fix that problem? Because I encountered that problem quite often when a value for a mark has been actually calculated and not just typed in. So for now, we're just going to leave it like that, and in another video, I'll show you how to fix that problem. So click on OK. Now you click on Arrange Your Directory, and this is where you're going to input fields where you want things to show up. So if I want a name of a student to show up here, you go up to the tab that says Insert Merge Field, and when I click on that, all of the titles that were at the top of my Excel document, so let me show you what I mean. The Excel document here has a title, last name, name, test mark, subject. If I click on Insert Merge Field, it's going to tell me all of those different values, those titles. So I want the name of the student to appear here. I'm going to click on name, and now there's a field that's been entered in that position. I want the student's mark to appear right before the percentage sign. Again, click on Insert Merge Field, find the test mark label, put it there. Now, because I'm going to be generating individual emails, what I also like to do is to have the parent's email show up right in this document. So later on, I can just copy and paste it or cut and paste it into my mail document right away. So I want their email to appear first. And before the email, there's usually a subject of the email. So instead of typing the subject in each time, that's why I included it in the Excel document. The subject of the email, I can get to produce it each time as well. And you just want to make sure that there's a space or two after that, so that every email is going to appear one after the other with a little bit of space between them. And let's say you wanted a comment to appear in each email for each individual student. I had put a comment field in my Excel document as well, so each student is going to receive their own individual comment. So once you've set up and you can change the text in here at this time if you weren't happy with the way the paragraphs were set up or whatever. You can change the order of things. But once you're ready to go, you can now click on Preview your directory, and you'll notice that all of those values have been filled in. This is the subject of the email. This is the email of the first parent. This is the student's first name. This is the mark that they received. And this is the comment that they received for that student. And as I go through each recipient, it changes automatically. The emails are changing. The marks are changing. The students' names are changing. And as soon as I'm ready, I click on Complete the Merge. I say To New Document. Merge all records. Here you could actually say just the current record or from record 1 to record 5 or whatever. And here is the completed merge. I've got email 1 for the first parent, email 2 for the second parent, email 3 for the third parent, all with their subject of the email, the email address itself. Everything is here ready to go to input into your email program. This is the most tedious part. It's all about copying or cutting and pasting into each new email, and I have not found a way to do that efficiently yet. However, I'm still looking, so if anybody knows a better way of doing this, please put it in the comments. I would love to hear about it. But I can do 1 student per minute, roughly, including the setup of all the files by doing it this way. So a class of 30 might take me 30 minutes, and I'm getting faster every time. But it's much faster than calling every parent. And it's every parent that I have emails for that are getting this message, whether their student is struggling and needs help or whether they're doing really good. And I've gotten a lot of good feedback from the parents. So if you think this is something that you might want to use, please use this information to guide you through the steps. It's really not that difficult once you get started.